Just how long does it take to guarantee a limited character as a free-to-play player in Arknights Endfield? As the world's first level 50 player and probably only person legitimately qualified to answer this topic, I have the answers for you. These answers are coming off the back of many players' concerns about the gacha system in the game, specifically for the topic of this video, the pool currency acquisition. Now, this is not to be confused with the total amount of pools that are available inside of the game, which bookkeeping and data mine estimates currently have at 240. Keep in mind that the numbers for the 240 pools are potentially subject to change depending on how you actually get the pools, or if they end up giving us compensation for bugs such as the PayPal issue, but that's to be seen in the future. Rather than that, people's concerns about the pool currency acquisition are as follows. They feel that as they've been playing the game, they don't have enough of the actual limited currency to guarantee the limited character as a free-to-play player. And many people are concerned with the fact that they may have jobs, so they may not have enough time to invest into the game to actually get the pools, despite the fact that there are enough pools in the game to guarantee 2 limited characters. I think players who have these types of concerns are completely reasonable and justified in having them. You don't want to end up playing a gacha game for, say, 5 hours, and then end up feeling like you only got a single multi worth of pulls from that entire 5-hour experience. That would be completely unreasonable, and it would just make the gameplay loop boring, especially when many people play these games specifically for their waifus. What is completely unreasonable is the amount of misinformation spread about the game. I've seen a ton of people doom posting the gacha system, pretending it's something worse than it actually is. And now I'm seeing people continuously talk trash on the amount of pool acquisition you can actually get inside of the game. So I'm here to clear that up. This is my account inside of Arknights Endfield. As I mentioned before, I am completely free to play in the game, and I did the entire journey on stream, just to verify that if you're curious. I'm also level 50, and it took me about 27 or so hours to actually reach that level. Bad choices with my personal life and time aside, I'm just letting you know the situation of the account. Currently in the game, in your mail, there's a 10 pull over here. I'm not actually claiming this because I don't know how the 10 pulls interact with the limited pulls you get from the event over here, and I'm waiting to pull on Laevatain's banner with these before I use those. With that said, let's look inside of the banner. So as you can see right here, I have 27 attempts left to guarantee. So with the 10 you just saw inside of the mail right there, I have 17. Now, combine that with the 5 I have right here from the 2.5k, plus the 12 I have right here from my origiometry, and you can see I actually have the guarantee for Laevatain currently. As I mentioned before, I've played this game for 27 hours straight in order to obtain this currency. I wouldn't doubt you could do it faster because I wasn't actually aiming for the oroberyls during this. I was trying to speedrun to the end game, and then I found out there was no end game in the game currently. That comes out on the 12th. Fuck me, I guess. I think many of you are going to wonder how I actually got enough pulls to be able to guarantee Laevatain, so let's actually go over that and tell you how you should be obtaining pool currency in the game. And if you want a more in-depth explanation about how to actually get the oroberyls, you can let me know in the comments below, and I can detail a plan for you guys and exactly how you should go about getting them. But I'll go over the rough edges now. So one of the biggest systems in the game is the bond quota exchange. If you go over here, you can see you can buy the chartered headhunter permits. You can use these on the limited banner. These cost 25 each. So how do you actually obtain these? Getting duplicates of 5 and 6-star operators gives you bond quota. So getting a duplicate of a 6-star operator will give you 50 bond quota, and a duplicate of a 5-star operator will give you 10 bond quota. That means every 2.5 duplicates you get of a 5-star operator, you're going to be able to come over here and get another pull for the limited banner. So what I'm doing is I'm just spending mines on these. I've seen some people saying they're saving for the marks of perseverance. I feel like that's something you can do later on in the game, especially when you start getting into those higher levels, but it's not something I found myself having to do right now per se. Next up is the AIC quota exchange, and I imagine some people are going to be tripped up about this because I was too. You can see I bought these over here, the Fire Walker's Trial Headhunter permit. You can get 5 of these per banner by using the AIC quota. So how do you actually get that AIC quota? It tells you down here. You can see every time you have duplicates of characters, you can actually convert max potential duplicates into AIC quota. So in my case, Akakuri and Antal over here. Though I don't actually have a lot of my characters with their duplicates activated because once again, I was trying to speedrun, trying to get to endgame, and that didn't work out for me. You see here though, as you get more of these duplicates, especially like the 4 stars, you're going to be able to quota or turn it into this AIC quota. That means those 4-star operators that you're not actually using, you want to max out their potential so you can convert into these to get the Fire Walker Trial Headhunter permits, or whatever headhunter permits you need for that respective thing. One other thing I want to point out over here before we go to the next place to get oroberyls is this. Inside of the credit store, you get 300 credits a day. You can go here to claim occasional oroberyls. I think the launch of the game, the first day and second day so far, I've had oroberyls, so that's been pretty nice. but I'm not sure if it'll guarantee having that every single time. Now, let's talk about other methods of obtaining oroberyls so you can actually get your pulls. One of the things I haven't mentioned so far is that you as a player are actually going to have easier access to getting pull currency because you're going to have dailies over here, right? I didn't get to use the dailies like you guys are going to for the 20 or 17 days that the banner is going to last, right? I only got 2 days worth of dailies before I actually had to pull Laevatain. Every single time you do your dailies, you're going to get 200 total perk currency. So over the course of 2.5 days, you will get enough currency to get another pull. On top of that, there are many things inside of here that give you the extra pull currency as well. You can see these I haven't actually done yet, but these are going to be more so for when you're higher level and you can get the extra oroberyls from here. Other ways you can get pull currency are these trainings that I also haven't done. There's a ton of ways to get oroberyls in the game that I haven't done. Once again, I haven't been oroberyl maxing because I decided I wasn't going to build Laevatain until later, but you can see there's a bunch of oroberyls over here that are literally just begging for you to claim them. Simulations are another extremely important way for you to get oroberyls. Now, these not only give you character EXP, but they also give you the oroberyl currency as well. Now, the reason why character EXP is so important is because if you go over here to our authority level, whoops, my bad. If you go over here to our authority level, you can see that as you level up, you're going to get oroberyls from that as well. Now, the higher levels do give you more than the earlier levels. Like you can see I'm getting 100, 200 over here as I level up. But if I go over to the earlier levels, I'm only getting 50 per level up. So the EXP obtained or needed to be obtained to get to these higher levels starts becoming exponentially difficult. That said, if you're doing things like the simulations, not only are you getting the character EXP, you're also getting the oroberyls from that. So you're basically double dipping right there. One thing I want to point out that I'm seeing Doom posted for no reason, the open world is the easiest source of obtaining oroberyls. If you just run around in the open world and grab chests, this is literally just free oroberyls you get for doing whatever. People keep memeing on like the 15 pull currency chests, but those aren't even the most common chests. I'll extremely often find like the 60 pull count oroberyls. In fact, that one might even be the most common one that I see. I don't know why I see people Doom posting the exploration so much, but if you want to get pulls, I've been open world maxing because open world also gives you character XP, which, as we mentioned before, will give you oroberyls. You can see here, I got 10 chests there. Out of 12, I got 73 out of 107. So there's still a good amount that I have to do. 18 out of 32. I'm not even close to maxing out any of these, but I've done a good amount of the open world, and this is a large source of how I'm actually getting the currency inside of the game. I'm not going to showcase it all to you, though. Another way that I'm getting my pull currency is the quest tab over here. If you press J, you can go over to the quest tab, and I've just been doing these. As you do your quest, not only will they give you character EXP and the oroberyls, they will also take you to new places. Some of these will open up new locations, and as you're doing these quests, you will also be doing the open worlds and getting chests from that as well. So if you want to get more pulls from that, this is another way that you should be doing it. It's just super easy. It gives you oroberyls and EXP at a baseline, and it will also take you to places on the map to get chests. Now, there's even more ways to get full currency. So let's go over here real quick. And once again, if you want an in-depth explanation about how to actually get oroberyls, rather than like a brief guide like this, then you can go to let me know in the comments below. If there's less hype, I will make another video. So over here with the bunny guy, you can't actually buy the oroberyls directly here, but what you can buy are going to be these standard banner pulls. As you do standard banner pulls, if you remember before, we mentioned bond quota. Those standard banner pulls are going to turn into 5-star duplicates, and those 5-star duplicates are going to turn into the bond quota over here, meaning that doing those standard banner pulls will actually give you limited pulls. Doing things that will give you standard banner pulls like the bunny are extremely important. You can get this stuff from the factory, so you will have to engage with the factory system to be able to get these standard banner pulls. This is how you actually get this credits. Speaking of the factory, there's another way to get standard banner pulls and oroberyls from the factory as well. That is the regional development over here. You can see there are limited pulls over here as well as the oroberyls here as well. Did I say limited? I meant standard. My bad. There are standard banner pulls over here that you can grab from the factory system. You see I have a good amount of these maxed out, though it's not completely done. There's even more up here, and then I haven't done Wu Link either. So that is another source of standard banner pulls and another source of oroberyls. Oh, look, a chest. I slightly touched on it earlier, but another way that you're going to be getting your limited pulls is from the events, which I don't have access to, right? You can get them from these, where you get the limited pulls here. Or there's also the Firewalker's Trial, where you'll get the limited pulls from here, right? You get 5 pulls from this as you do that too. And then you also have the weekly routines, which I did do. These just get completed as you do the open world and whatnot over time. Though that one only gives you, I think, 200 or so. It's not too much. Another source of the pulls is going to come from these over here. As you submit Orlane, you're going to get origiometry. And as you get the origiometry, if you want to, you can convert them over to oroberyls. Now, what you should do before doing that is you should actually come over here. Oh, whoops, wrong button. You should actually come over here and you should buy the battle pass, the middle tier of the battle pass over here, the Originium supply. If you buy that, Over here with the Iridium, you actually not only get refunded, you can see right here, 110% origiometry returns. Not only do you get refunded, you get 3 extra origiometry on top of that, plus all the rewards inside of the battle pass. So always make sure you have enough origiometry to be able to buy this battle pass. But you do get a good amount from turning in Arlene in the open world and whatnot. So if you want to zero out after buying that battle pass and then wait to accrue that currency later on over time for the next one, that is perfectly reasonable, and that's actually my game plan. I just wanted to say I'm enjoying Enfield a lot. This game is super fun, and seeing all the Doom posting all around it is kind of killing my vibe. So if you guys want to see a more positive community about someone who's actually enjoying the game, you want to see guides and whatnot, please subscribe to the channel or check me out at twitch.tv/Rhinne. In the meantime, you can check out my 100-hour experience playing Arknights Endfield over here, or you can check out like my Laevatain or beginner guide over there, whichever you prefer. Take care.